friends. My name is Miss Emily, and I am here today to do a demo of the Your Library at Home December bonus kit, which is going to be a DIY New Year's Eve balloon drop. You could do it at midnight if you want, but we traditionally have our New Year's Eve party close to New Year's Eve, and so we are saying it's our New Year's Eve. You may be wondering why I'm wearing a mask. My coworker, Miss Erin, is here with me today, and she is filming right now. We are doing this together because it is funner to party when you have a friend, even social distance style, so we have to wear a mask to make sure to keep each other safe. The things that you will be getting for the DIY balloon drop from the library are going to be 2 balloon tablecloths. Lucky they have those, they fit right with our theme. A spool of ribbon, 30-ish balloons. I apologize if any of them are ripped. I was doing this for ours and I found 2 that were ripped, so hopefully I just had the ones that were ripped, but I do apologize if anyone else has ones that are ripped. 3 binder clips and 3 command hooks. They're the toggle command hooks, so this goes back and forth, along with command strips. And in the description that's going to be posted on our Facebook and our Pinterest, there is a picture of the packaging that came with the command hooks. So if you forget how to do command hooks, you can look on there and there's instructions on how to do it as well. The things that you will need from your house are a ladder, not pictured here, or a step stool, depending on how high your ceilings are and where you would like to hang your balloon drop. A hole punch. One of the videos that is linked, this lady gets super fancy and has a grommet puncher. If you have one of those laying around, fantastic. I didn't even know what a grommet puncher was before I saw this video, so I surely do not have one at home. I'm not 100% sure I even have a hole punch at home. Therefore, I linked a second video, and that woman uses just scissors. So you can use scissors, or if you don't have scissors at home, your teeth or a knife, which I don't recommend using your teeth, but it is something just to cut the tablecloth. The last thing you will need is a hot glue gun at home as well. And we are excited to show you our balloon drop. All right, so our first step is we need to take your tablecloth and open it up and lay them out on a table or a counter or the floor. And you want to have the non-bright side, or what would be the bottom, up. So the bright side or the top down. Because when we get done, that will be the outside because we're going to turn it inside out. But for right now, we want the non-colorful side up. So you're going to take your other tablecloth, and we're going to hot glue one long side all the whole way, and then both short sides up to about, leave 6 inches or so on the side that's going to be open. So the side that's going to be open that you're not going to glue, leave about 6 inches open because that helps the balloons get out. Okay, so yeah, happy gluing. All right, we have glued the most of the long part and both sides of the short ends together, except for on the end that is going to be your open side. We have left a little bit of room. I think both Erin and I measured it to be about 6 inches, but you can just guesstimate with your eyes. You don't have to measure it. One important
pro tip
part of this is to make sure that your glue gun is a low temp or you have a low setting, and use that low setting, because if you don't, the glue will burn through
your plastic tablecloth.
And that probably is not good.
No.
You're not going to get anything to stick that way. So we learned that. And something else that I have learned, and I'll see if Miss Erin has any tips as well, is I am gluing kind of maybe like an inch or a half inch above the edge.
Yes.
Because I glued closer to the edge the first couple times, and the glue came out on the end, and it didn't make the
pieces.
The shower curtain. No, the shower curtain.
The tablecloth.
Oh my god, the tablecloth. I couldn't think of what we were using. It was not a shower curtain. It definitely feels like a shower curtain,
yes.
though. It didn't make them stick together.
Yes, like a 1/4 of an inch edge.
Yes.
Like if you were sewing.
Yeah,
You would
there
leave
go.
a little bit of an edge.
For you sewers. That's
Yes,
great.
which neither Emily and I are. I mean, we try. I
Yeah.
try.
But I don't do
It doesn't
very
do
good.
very well. Do you want to use mine?
Sure. Does it reach that way? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
You could do it. Oh, look at there. Okay. Oh, you broke it. It's okay if you rip it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, maybe don't put the tip of your hot glue gun on low temp directly on.
Directly on it, because that will burn it.
Yeah.
But it's fine, because like you put some extra glue on there and it sticks together.
Yes.
What's great about this project is it doesn't have to be perfect.
No, and clearly I can't glue in a straight line to save my life.
Well, you shouldn't have to. Plus, you're like upside down and backwards.
It's really how I live most of my life.
We're also trying to keep 6 feet apart. So this is,
It's helpful if you have help.
yes, it is helpful if you have help, especially because these are quite big.
Yes.
So the two of us doing it together was good. So then what you want to do is you want to turn your bag inside out. Friends, we did it wrong. That's okay though. So,
It doesn't matter.
but this is a good example of how it would look if you got them both glued together in the right way. And this is your balloon bag.
Yes.
This is the bag that your balloons are going to go into.
Yes. And you can always double check, like there's a little spot here that,
Came unglued.
yeah, so I'm just gonna fix that real quick.
Yeah.
So when you lay your tablecloth down, you can have your right side facing each other. So we just did it backwards.
Yep.
So we have one colorful side and one not so colorful side, but in the end, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. We'll make sure to put the colorful side out though for the video so you
Yeah.
all can think that we did good. Another thing you want to do is find your top corners.
Oh.
So find the corners because that's going to be our next step, or one of our next steps. I think our next step is move the hot glue gun so I don't put it on top of the hot glue gun. That will be bad. We're going to hole punch, or scissors. If you have scissors, you can make a little cut for the slit. We are lucky enough to have a hole punch, and if you are fancy enough to have a grommet, you go ahead and do that grommet maker. We're going to hole punch all along the edge of the balloon bag, and so that is where your ribbon will go. You're going to thread your ribbon through, and that is, pulling the ribbon is how you're going to release the balloon. So we're going to go ahead and do our punches, and you do your punches as well, and we will see you all soon. All right, Erin and I have punched holes in the bottom about 6 inches-ish apart. Again, you do not have to measure. This time we didn't measure. We just eyed it. All along the bottom, you want to find those top corners that I mentioned before and do another hole punch. This is where you are going to hang, so it's the closed part, the top. This is how you are going to hang your balloon drop. So find your corners and do a punch. And Erin and I both ended up with shape hole punches. So we've been ripping our little pieces out, and both of us had a tear. But don't worry, like
It's okay.
it's okay. It's gonna be fine. And then you want to find the middle-ish, like right here maybe, because you're gonna need you have. I guess if you don't want to put it in, you don't have to. But there is enough binder clips and command hooks to have a middle hanging spot. So we have our
bag.
And it's able to be hung now. So we're going to put our binder clips in to our top, and then we're going to thread our ribbon through our bottom so it is closed.
While we put the balloons in.
So that's a trick that one of the people that did a video on this, which you should check out because they are very helpful, is she stuck balloons in, and then as she put the balloons in, she threaded it so it was closed where the balloons were so they weren't falling apart. I guess you should probably blow up your balloons at this time. We blew them up earlier this week, so they have been waiting to be put in. Okay, Erin and I have added our binder clips to the 3 hole punches that we did at the top of our bag. So you just put the binder clip in, clip it, and we have been filling and weaving here. So it's pretty easy. You just take your ribbon, find your hole that you had, pull it through, and then pull it through the other end. And either have a person help you do it, or as you're going, just stick through as you go. And if, for example, if it rips like this one did, you can just get a hole punch. None of the other ones, except the one that I'm taping, of course, have ripped. Maybe in that case, do kind of like with the gluing, do them about a ½ inch or a 1/4 inch up away from the side so that when you're pulling it, it doesn't come through. So I'm going to re-punch that one, and then we're going to thread the rest of it, and we will see you in a minute. Okay, as you can see, we've got our balloon bag hung. You want to make sure that you line up your command hooks to where the binder clips are on your bag. So Erin had a great idea of already hooking in the clips and then putting them up on the ceiling with the binder clips already hooked into the command hooks, and that worked out really well for us.
Okay, the other thing we realized once we hung this up is it's pretty big, and if you don't have really, really, really tall ceilings, we realized that you could probably take each tablecloth and just fold it in half and still do the same procedure. You would not have to glue the long side at all. You would just have to glue the short sides and follow the tutorial, and then you could have 2 bags instead of just 1.
Yeah, and it'd hang about half as high.
Yeah.
And we have our adult services librarian, Amy Golly, put together a fantastic playlist, and that is linked with the instructions on our Pinterest page and our Facebook. And so you should play the playlist if you want. It's got some great and all family friendly songs to ring in the noon year with our New Year's Eve drop. All right, so we've got our playlist. We're ready to do our countdown.
We're counting down from
10. We can do 5. Okay.
We're gonna count down from 5.
But you should count down from whatever you want to.
Yes.
Just get to 0.
Yes.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you, friends. Share your balloon drops. We love to see how you are celebrating.
Yes.